Alright, I'm just gonna show you something. See, this look like a coincidence. It's not a coincidence though. I come in here this morning. You're not supposed to be leaving tonight. I'm telling you about the mark of the beast, and look at this. Let me see, make sure you can see it. Or can you see it? You see that's laying in here like that. Here they got another one right here. And then look, see they got this right here too, right? Maybe you can see all of it. Alright, so I just wanted to let you know. So you think I'm crazy. It's just a coincidence, huh? It ain't no coincidence. I ain't really that worried about it. But I'm just showing. I don't care about exposing them. They know who did it. I know they did it. And why they got that right there now? Like they keep saying they've been saying this for a long time too. Like I'm gonna cut your head off. And now see they even like throwing other people in there, and like man, it's crazy. But I ain't worried about it. But I just showing people what it. I'm telling you, it's not no coincidence. And I'm telling you, the mark of the beast is out here, and see, they know I know, and that's what they threaten, cause it's a threat, whole threaten thing. Like I ain't even gonna show you this stuff. Like dude got his little weed and stuff sitting right there, over there, like right here. I'm in the garage now, and like you know, and see, they would try to accuse me of stealing, right? Because they wanted to try to. I ain't never stolen nothing from these people, never. I ain't never stolen nothing from these people, never. Okay, and they just evil, and they try to do that. And I want to say this too, and I hate to even start just get on here and start talking about this, but this just what's going on now. And like they've been doing this forever. Like definitely since I've been here. Like try to think I want got something I'm gonna try to steal or something. Like they see their pocketbooks around. I know it's just some type of way God already showed me this is what they're doing. And they used to do stuff like that in jail too. Like they didn't they see I God didn't let me get no coat at first when I was in prison. When we got coat, I didn't get to get a coat. So they used to see their coats around and all this stuff and like just see their sweaters out. They didn't give me no sweater, none of that. Like trying to accuse me of gonna steal it or something. Like they got I want some weed for it. And I'm just gonna be honest. I don't even want to talk about that. I got the friend that gave me $100. I don't even want to talk about that. Like I don't want to say it like that. He like rich. Him and he's like almost rich. His 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 buddy who he does his thing with, and I know him too. They grew up with him. That he's a millionaire, and I knew the other guy. And like I could go get 2 3 ounces of weed for free if I wanted it. I don't want that, so I don't deal with that. And he got this little weed sitting right here. I don't want. I'm not gonna steal that. And like you see this wallet in here, like leave it in there, and I'm not gonna steal that. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm talking about this too because like they stole my toothpaste last night, and my toothbrush. Yeah, they stole it because when I washed my face and I brushed my teeth yesterday morning, I brought my rag and my toothpaste and I set it on the bed. And I set my rag on the top of the on the headboard of the bed, and then I set my toothpaste on the bed, and my toothpaste just disappeared. I ain't never lost my toothpaste. And see, they thought I ain't have another toothbrush or something. I had bought 3 toothbrushes already anyway, way before. And then I don't know what happened to one of them. One of them was lost, and they didn't know I had the other one. So I had the other one. And see, I'm gonna tell you this too. And then when I went in the bathroom last night, it was like mockery against me. Now they got this big tube of toothpaste in there, but they know I already had toothpaste already. I had another tube I haven't even opened, and I got that, and then I got my other toothbrush that I already had. And see, they took my toothbrush and my toothpaste, and then it's no need in saying nothing to them about it. It's gonna be like, oh, well, if they did it, then it's maybe they just kids and they just picking up stuff. And this is the example I want to give, and I'm going to say this too. And then they stole. I had went and bought me some shirts when I first got out. I only had like with the money I first had. I only had like 3 shirts, and then they went and took one of my shirts, and they went and took it out of my bag that was in that was in a I had put it in the cabinet and I put it in my bag when I changed these pants that I had. Someone that I know had gave me a pair of pants, like some jogging pants, and I changed. And when I took a shower, I changed the pants and I put the shirt that I took off and I put it in the bag, and I put the you know pants in the bag, and they went and took it out of the bag. Like they went in my bag, yeah, and took my shirt out, and the shirts disappeared, and I ain't have nothing but like 3 shirts, and that's how evil they do, like the little evil stuff. Then they try to blame it. Oh, maybe the cat went in there and got it. The cat ain't. How the cat went in my bag and got the stuff? All the cats go in the cabinet all the time. The cat ain't went in there and got that. See, make it an excuse and try to make it like you're crazy and just start striving with them. I ain't even with that. But this is what I'm saying though. Like I'm saying, they took my toothpaste, took it off my bed. Okay, and just make an excuse and see if I say something about it, really be like, oh, it's said kids. Yes, 7 of them in there. Let me see. 3 of them is like teenagers. One of them is like she grown. She only like 10 years old, but she just as grown as the teenagers is. One of them like 8 years old, and the other two, they like small kids. One of them 5, and the other one just turned 3. But anyway, if I say something about this, you ain't got no business. You know not to pick my toothpaste up off my bed. But I'm telling you, these people is devils, okay? And ain't no telling what else they don't took from me. I don't even pay no attention to all this stuff. This just something because they took my toothpaste last night, okay? And see, now they got that in there because they mad because I'm about to leave. And yeah, they know I'm going to go sleep down here because they know I don't play. And I ain't even trying to be like that. And it ain't me or nothing or none of that. They know I don't play. When I say something, I mean what I say. And and I'm not about to strive with them about this back and forth to work thing. And I'm not about to not go to the job. Yeah, I got the job. They already sent me like the confirmation and the the thing for the orientation. So I don't even got to think if I got the job. Yeah, I have the job. And anyway, but this is the comparison I want to make, and I was thinking about this last night. Like, okay, they don't know it's just kids, and it's some coincidence. It's like a child and her mother is going in the store, is in the store. She know her child got a problem with picking up stuff in the store, okay? And say, they walking out the store. In Walmart they check your bags or check your receipt and to see if you got this. Just check your receipt most of the time. Okay, so say they do it, and her kid been going to Walmart every time they go there, and she pick up candy, and then she leaves out with it, and say she knows she's doing it because she have done it so much in the past. And when the little girl or the little boy gets in the car, she's like, how you get that candy? And she knows she didn't buy the candy. And like, oh, I just picked it up. She like, don't do that no more or whatever. Okay, but the kid keeps doing it anyway, so she just gets to the point she stops saying anything about it. Now the kid goes in there and she buys whatever she buys. It could be anything out of Walmart. Could be clothes, could be grocery, could be a variety of different things. But that's not the point. But the point I'm making is, okay, and this is a comparison to, oh, they're just kids. Okay. Now the kid goes in there, she buys what she buys. The kid picks up a piece of candy, and they're walking out the store, and the Walmart person is going through the same routine. Hey, let me see your receipt. The kid got the candy in their hand, and then this time when the Walmart person looks at the receipt, they're like, hey, I don't see that on your receipt, that candy she has. Did you pay for that? Did you pay for that? Then she's like, oh, I didn't even know she had that candy in her hand. You're walking right with her. You mean to tell me, yeah, because this is an excuse they'll make. Oh, I didn't even know she had that. Girl, you need to put that back. No, you're telling a lie because you're walking with her and you telling me you're not aware of what your child is doing and and you didn't know she got this candy in her hand. Now you're telling a lie because you don't want to look guilty of your child stealing. But just like she right there because if she's somebody kidnap her or she don't got lost and she ain't right there, so you know what she got in her hand. But you tell a lie to the people. Oh, I ain't know she had that in her hand. You need to put that back. Then she said, why you got that can in your hand? I ain't tell you to get that. Then the child tell a lie, knowing they ain't know. Oh, I thought it was free. Yeah, see, these are excuses that they'll make and try to make it and try to justify it. I'm just giving you an example. Catch it now. This is what they'll do. The child says, oh, I thought the candy was free. I thought it was free, mama. The child straight up telling a lie. You know that candy ain't free. Because your mama done got on you before already about picking it up. And you know it's stealing. But now you in front of these people, this person, with the authority to say something to you about picking up this candy. And you done got caught this time. So now you just make up a lie. Oh, I thought it was free. And your mama make up a lie too. That, I ain't know she had that. And you see why all this is stemming from too. And see, they go into a whole nother conversation. But I'm just giving an example. They're just like, oh, they just kids. They just an excuse. Yeah. Oh, I ain't know she had that. They're just a lie, but they're just an excuse to justify her having it. You didn't know. Oh, I thought it was free. They just an excuse. But see, they know. Really, do they know that did they stealing the candy? Yeah, they know. Do they know that they picked up the toothpaste out of my bed? Do they know that they went in my bag and took my shirt out? And why? Not because they want the shirt, because they just want to do evil and it disappeared. Not because they want the toothpaste. They got like 5, 6 things of toothpaste. They had like so much toothpaste in here when I got here, they make no sense. And I ain't use they toothpaste. I just bought my own. Alright, because I don't just use people's stuff. I got my own tissue, everything I got my own. I got my own food. I got everything on my own. Only thing I'm doing is sleeping on him. Sleeping in here in the garage. Everything, I ain't even trying to say it like that, but everything I got, and I tried to move, I just got scammed out my money. Alright? But it's the thing. And then, see, this is a whole nother story, though, where I want to go with this. And the thing, well, I ain't even trying to go there, but it's already just having a thought about it. And see, this is the thing, too. Okay? When, with people, okay, and then you try to get on your kids. See, this is the thing about people, and don't just be real. These my niece and nephew, y'all been in jail. I raised these kids. I spend more time with these kids than their mama and they daddy spend with them. Just be real, but they got evil and they got the mark of the beast. But it ain't really the whole thing, and I ain't trying to just boast or brag, man. I spend more time. I take care of the kid, take care of the dog. I wash the dishes, clean the house. I do all that. And I got a job, and I was doing that before I went to jail in 2020. Yeah, before it just got ugly and I really got saved. When I still was smoking weed and stuff, I still was doing the same thing. It's just, I live for God now, and I don't got no hindrance in my life like that. And I know what the truth of what's going on now. But the thing is, what I'm talking about, these people with their children. And it's just for any people. This just ain't for them who hear. People, you lying. Guess what? You telling lies in front of your kids. You telling your child a lie, and you sneaking out with your boyfriend, or whatever type of lie you telling in front of your child. Sometimes you know the lies that you telling. Alright, guess what? And when they start lying to you, you want to get mad. How you want to get mad? You the one that taught them how to lie. You cussing your kids out. Sit your A down. I'm tired of this GDS. All these curse words you doing in front of your children. And then when you hear them cussing, who taught them how to cuss? It ain't no need in getting on them. You need to get on yourself. Because you taught them how to lie. You taught them how to cuss. Yeah. For women that got daughters and stuff. You know. And it ain't even daughters. It's men, sons too. You know. When you out here and you got different men coming in and out your house. Or you not married and you just sleeping with a man, and then your daughter end up and she getting pregnant at a young age. Excuse me, thank you, Father God, in the mighty name of King Jesus. Then who you think she learned that from? You know, the spirits behind it, but physically, who the one taught them how to do that? How to go, and then she hear you arguing with a man, letting a man beat you up, letting a man talk to you any kind of way, call you all kind of B's and H's, and then Jay, we're gonna go here, right? And then later on, when she get grown, just say she 23, 24 years old, she ain't married, she just got a boyfriend, because it's more likely the way it's gonna be. They say the apple don't fall far from the tree. It don't have to be that way. That's the way it is, because people follow the way of the world. Okay? But then, now, she got some man beat her up. She come over your house with black eye, whoop, whoop, this and that, whatever it is. And now you telling her she need to leave this man alone. Yes, good advice, but you ain't even taking your own advice, because you probably going through the same thing still. And you trying to tell her what to do. That's what they say, practice what you preach. How you gonna tell somebody else to do something that you don't even got the ability to do? And see, that goes to another story. That's like about the testimony of Jesus. How you gonna tell somebody to stop smoking when you smoke? How you gonna tell somebody to stop cursing when you smoke? And that go to a whole nother story, and I'm gonna get on judgment. This is something God brought to me a long time ago. Judgment. You know, people always say when you try to tell people you don't need to be doing this, you don't need to be doing that, only God can judge me. You judging me. Let me tell you, it's different forms of judgment, okay? But I'm going to tell you this form of judgment. And this is a form of judgment that God used too, and that's what sent people to hell. When you judge, guess what? Ain't nobody judging you because they tell you, hey, you don't need to be smoking. That ain't right. Someone just making you, or you don't need to be cursing. You don't need to be fornicating. You don't need to be looking at these movies. Okay, ain't nobody judging you because they telling you that. They just making you aware and trying to give you the wisdom and knowledge of things is good and not good for you. Judgment is just say you go rob a store. You go shoot somebody. You go kill somebody. You know, when you get judged, when you go to court, and just say you go to trial and you plead not guilty, And then when you get judged, when the judge slam down that gavel and give you a life sentence, that's when you get judged. You get sentencing is when you get judged. When you get sentenced to hell, that's when you get judged. When you get sentenced. Somebody telling you what you doing is wrong, that ain't judging you. That ain't judging you. It's a judgment of knowing what things is too. Just like I said, if somebody tell you, if I tell you that right here, if I tell you this, what this is, a trampoline right here. I don't know if you can see it. All right, that's a trampoline right there. If I say, hey man, that's a honey bun right there, man, you can eat that. That's a honey bun. Use judgment. That ain't no honey bun. You can look at it and tell it ain't no honey bun. That's a trampoline. Okay, that's a form of judgment too, but the judgment I'm talking about is how people are always talking about you judge me, you judge me. No one is judging you. People making you aware of what you're doing, of right and wrong. Someone making you aware. When you get judged, you get sentenced. Judgment is a sentencing as well. See, that song God brought me a long time ago. I was thinking about that yesterday. Judgment is your sentence. When you get judged, when you get sentenced, yeah, whatever you do, you steal something out the store and you get judged and you plead guilty to that, and you whatever you do, if you don't go to trial, you plead guilty, your judgment is going to be your sentencing. Judgment is going to sentence you, not make you aware of what you're doing. Making you aware is warning you before judgment comes. See, the warning going to come before judgment comes. And then when you don't take heed to the warning and you just keep doing, then judgment going to come. I'm going to let that be the end of it. See, I just started out. I don't know what just started me this morning. I just thought about it. I was just praying. I was just standing right here praying. And, I just thought about that. And I ain't even want to do it. I seen it early this morning. I went in there, I fed me some noodles. I still ain't ate the noodles yet. I drank me some coffee this morning. I got the noodle right there sitting on my bed. I fed me some rice and some noodles. And it's just sitting out right there. I got it in my bowl. I got my own bowl. Only thing they ain't got is my own microwave. Alright? And but like this is what I just, and then it just went on. I just think about this stuff. And I don't think about this stuff and I don't try to hold against people, but yeah, they had me kind of irritated last night. Y'all went on my bed and stole my toothpaste because they don't want to burn my teeth. You see what I'm saying? They devils. That's the same thing they were doing. The thing was to steal to take my toothbrush, because I stick my toothbrush inside of the box. I still keep the box for my toothpaste. Okay? And I stick my toothbrush down inside of the box with my toothpaste so it never gets like my toothpaste over here, my toothbrush over there. It's all in one place. My toothbrush and my toothpaste is in the box that it came in. So I always stick it in there. So it's never gonna get lost. And I know I put it on my bed and like it disappeared, and it ain't no need in striving with these people. They just like on the job. Ain't no need in striving with that dude on that last job I was on, like, hey man, you wrong, man, this and that. Ain't no need in that. Hey man, alright. So, some stuff you just don't even say nothing about, hey, just let it. I said something to my little nieces yesterday. Hey, y'all seen my toothpaste? It just disappeared. That's all I said. It just disappeared. They know what happened to it, but, it ain't the whole thing. I don't care about it too. I got another toothpaste. I got another toothbrush in there right now. But see, they ain't know I had another toothbrush. They probably know I had other toothpaste, but they ain't know I had other toothbrush because it was down in my bag. And I lost one of them. I had 3 of them. I lost one of them. The other one I still had. And so I guess they thought, oh, he ain't gonna be able to brush his teeth. I walk up there to Dollar Tree and bought me a toothbrush if I wanted to buy me a toothbrush. It's probably about a mile or something. I don't care nothing about walking. I walk like a camel. But anyway, I just had to think about that. And I seen it earlier this morning about that thing. I'm telling you, like, this is what they saying. That's what their thing is, because they know I'm about to go down here. And I don't know if something going to work out for me. I got something that could possibly work out for me. That, I know maybe I'll be back in a day or two if it works out. And then I have the money to catch, to be able to catch Lyft or Uber. And, but if not, I'm prepared to stay down there for 2 weeks and just wait till I get paid. And so because of that fact, and they trying to, like, ain't nothing they can use against me, because they try to use food against me. They know I don't care nothing about no food, about none of that. Then they don't care nothing about none of that stuff. And so now they like, oh, we're going to try to use food. We're going to cut your, and I don't care, cut my head off. And I don't even think they're going to never be able to do it. I'll be gone whenever that happen if I don't have to live out this life. Because all of it be threats. Like, and then I'm going to tell you this too, and I don't even want to go on about this. They used to have this commercial. I'm saying they use all this stuff against me. They used to have this commercial when I used to be, and see, they call him the butler. her dude, cause he got like a business. It's something like Uber, but it's like his own little taxi service what he does. So you know, they call him this what the commercial says, cause it used to be like it's a Nissan commercial. I don't know if you ever heard it, the Nissan sales events. This is not just some. The Butler did it. That's what they just had. They had a music playing. The Butler did it. The Butler did it. See, that's what it was. It's subliminal. I'm telling you, and all this stuff. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm talking to you now. You said this before too. You said something about putting your eggs in one basket. And see, they were saying this at one time, like you're gonna be homeless or something. You putting all your eggs in one basket. Yeah, all my eggs are in basket. All my eggs are in God's basket. And they used to be like, you put all your eggs in one basket, and then you can roll it around and get you a basket with wheels on it, so you could roll it around. Yeah, see, they were talking about me. I'm telling you this. It sounds crazy. I'm telling you this. They were talking about me, but that's what I'm telling you about this thing right here. About like they used to say, the Butler did it. The Butler did it. The Butler did it with the commercial. And I'm gonna tell you what they're speaking. See, they think he's gonna do it like they're gonna lead me, draw me back into some sin, cause whatever, I don't want to get on it too. He got a little taxi service, but he sells weed and all this stuff, and he drinking and smoking, and see, like when I first got out, like I think it was the first day, this girl just truly, this is just part of what happened to me. I never said nothing about it. I ain't never think much about it. She's, just be honest, I ain't trying to talk about her. I ain't gonna say she all right, but she evil, okay. But she's his friend, and I guess kind of in a way she's my sister friend. I kind of know her though. She's like a prostitute, and so they come and when I first get out, they're like, hey, you want to ride with Kyle? So I just say, hey, I don't care. I ride with him. I don't care about riding with him. So guess what? They're smoking cigarettes and smoking cigarettes and smoking cigarettes and all this stuff, and then they go out all this liquor. I guess they think I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna do it. They think, hey, he's about to entice him with this, and then take me over there, and then they go to the hotel that the girl stays at, and then they're all just sitting there. They got all this music playing and all this stuff, and just like um, and just like a whole bunch, and I'm over there for hours, and I guess they thinking they're gonna entice me, and and I don't know, I don't know, I don't remember. I think so. She asked me did I want a cigarette or something, and I'm like, I don't smoke or something. I think that happened, but they're just in there smoking cigarettes and smoking weed and drinking and beating all this music. I'm there, but I'm not even there really. And I just rolled them. I rolled them. I know what was gonna happen. I already know what was gonna happen. They trying to entice me, but I already know I'm not enticed by that. And see, that was the thing. And that's what I'm telling you about with the commercial. The Butler did it. The Butler did it. The Butler did it. Yeah, like, and he thinking he gonna entice me with, smoking some weed or something. Man, I don't smoke. I don't smoke cigarettes and I don't smoke weed. And now see, they think I don't, and like now just keep saying, you know, some of this little weed out here. You got your room. Take it in your room with her. She know you got it. She know you got it in there. And the weed that he sitting in here, I ain't trying to talk about that, but he got way more weed than that in here. Just sitting that little weed in here, like I'm gonna take that. Nah, I know you. The weed you sitting out here, you might as well take it in the room, cause I know you got a whole lot more up in the room. Why you sitting it out here? Cause I know you got plenty more up in the room. So why you sitting it out here? Cause you really get trying to entice me with it or something. Like, get out of here. But like, then none of this stuff don't entice me. Proverbs 1:10, my son, if sin is enticed, he consent thou not. And I ain't even just that irritated. After that, I was just led to pray, and then I was just praying, and then God, I don't know, I think it was more definitely God. I'm like, I'm about to put this on here. Look what they doing. You think it's a game? It's not a game. I'm telling you, it's out here, and these people think they doing stuff. And see, I know this stuff because God have showed me what they're doing. And there's so many reasons and instances I can give you in the same similarity that they have done this to me. And I've been going through this for over 2 years. Now, almost going on 3 years. And the same thing. Okay, so I know what I'm talking about. I've been going through, and they've been doing the same thing to me since I knew. And I know the depths of this stuff with the mark of the beast. I don't know all of it, but I know the depths of it. I know where it's set. I know it can be transferred. I know the things that they do. And like, it just like, I just think about it. The most thing, I was irritated last night, and I just got over it. See, I ain't even put it on there last night because I wasn't even really irritated about it. Like, to the point, like, I just like, these people done went in there and took my toothbrush and my toothpaste. Like, come on. And then they'll try to make it out of some coincidence. But like, just thank God. And I'm finna go down here later on tonight. I got to be there at night, and I see what God does, but I'm prepared to stay out there for 2 weeks. It don't even matter, you know. I take it out, wash up in the bathroom at work. However, if I have to, and just let God keep me. And I ain't just really worried about it, but yeah, I just put this on there. And some of that stuff I said is important, about the judgment and all this stuff, and just some examples I really think they are. And just let God help me. I ain't irritated. I'm about to get back to praying. Thank God, thank God, thank God, thank God. But yeah, that's what they're doing. That's what the threat is. When they feel like they can't entice you, they try to entice you with all type of different things. When they think they can't entice you with nothing, then they try to see that's where their mechanism they're gonna go to. They're gonna go to fear. When they think they can't entice you with nothing, they're gonna go to fear. Like, I'm gonna try to fear him. I don't fear him out here because I'm not afraid of it. I already read the Bible anyway. When I read the Bible, when it says this in Revelation, I'm not sure. I think that may be in chapter 8. I think that in or chapter 9. I don't know. But it says, when thou shalt be killed as thy brethren were. So I already thought anyway I might have to get killed for the word of God. And hey, if that's what I had to do, that's what I would have to do. But none of that stuff don't matter to me. I'm ready to live for God and die for God. So that's what it is. At the end of the day, that's what it is. I'm ready to live for God. If God says I live, if God says I die, in whatever manner God says I die, in the flesh, then that's how it happens. Like, none of that stuff don't scare me. It's just like, man, get out of here, and then try to play like some type of, you know, I don't know. And they do that, and they bring their little heads out when they just really start, feeling like they it's getting ugly for them, cause it really been getting ugly. Cause I really ain't really been eating nothing, you know. I ain't gonna show you how big I am, but I ain't nothing. I don't weigh nothing. When I got out of jail, I only weighed like 110 pounds, 115 pounds, and I only most I ever weighed in my life was like 150 something, and and that was only for a minute, cause I was eating a lot at that point in my life, and you know, um, that was like in 2000. That was like really, really. I gained that weight when I gained that weight in 2019. I had went to jail. Uh, I had did something. I went to jail for what I had did. I was living. I was living. I was living in the streets then, and then one of the people that got it was my friend. You know, just so to speak. I don't want to talk on it that much. I was working I was working with him, and then at one point I left. Really, I wasn't working with him like that no more, but I was working with him. But some stuff started going on, and I had left, and I came back. And when I came back there, I had went and got a job, and then I came back there, and I was about to start working there again. And when I started working there, the house got busted, and got caught with a whole lot of stuff in there. And so that's the only reason I was eating, because at that point they were sending me money when I was in jail, because they were looking, they that was I got caught up with them, okay, and really they were looking for me to take some of those charges, because it was a whole lot of charges, like, and but yeah, they offered me 10 years for that too. Yeah, see, they offered me 10 years for that. I ain't gonna get into all the charges, I got caught up in a drug bust, and it was offering me 10 years for that too. And guess what? All the charges got dropped. Thank God, God did that. And and you know, and so at that point, that's the only reason I had gained that weight. And then I got out, and I probably kept that weight for a while. And then when I went to jail, and then yeah, I kept that weight really till up until I probably went to jail in 2020. And then when I went to jail in the end of 2020, then I lost weight, because I never had, I never ate like that again, and I never and I ain't got the desire to eat like that no more. So really, that what I was really focusing on, I really ain't been eating like. And so they really begin to destroy ugly since I ain't been eating. I've been doing a whole lot of belching, so now they got this threat, and they know I'm finna do. Oh, we gonna cut your head. And I'm just saying, I'm just know it ain't finna happen right now. And if it was gonna happen, it'd be years down the line. But I don't even think it's gonna happen at all. Excuse me. But like, and yeah, and I've been belching them out like crazy on them, so they really been getting destroyed. And see, that's why they really ain't trying to hang around me no more, because they really ain't got, it's really like, at some point when you get stronger, it's some stuff that they can't use no more. Really, like their powers begin destroyed. And like they wanted to try to reinforce so much last night, they wanted to just use the fan. They had to stand there because I always cut the fans off. They had to wait till I go to sleep at night to cut the fans to make sure the fans stay on. And then see, it's something else too. I don't know what it is. They try to use the basketball games and the squeaking noise against that and to leave the basketball game on. And it's something I could go into that story about that. Like I'm gonna try to be quick about this because I've been on here for a minute. Before I left the other prison, the first prison, when I tell you that I went to the next prison when I was locked in the room by myself. See, before I went there, God was elevating me and strengthening me, and they didn't have that much power no more. So that's when they called me down there to like they called me down there to have to go to the gym to see like these mental health people, and they're asking me, are you eating and all this stuff, and are you showering? Yeah, I'm taking a wash up in my room. Like I'm taking a wash up in my room every other day. And these people ain't in here getting in the shower. And I already said why I wouldn't get in the shower. I'm taking a wash up in my room every other day. And and it's known when I take a wash up because I wash all my clothes out by hand. Cause God, see, that's something else God had told me. Don't send your clothes out with them. I'm telling you, your clothes not gonna come back. So for the whole time, I never send my clothes out. I used to wash my clothes by hand. And yeah, I want to say this too. And see, when I went to the other prison, when I went to the next prison, they stripped butt naked in a suicide cell. I ain't never said nothing. When I talk to the people I got there, I ain't said nothing about I'm gonna kill myself or none of that. I ain't gonna hurt nobody. What the word of God says, Matthew 10:15, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be wise as serpents, yet harmless as doves. I'm not finna harm myself, and I'm not finna harm nobody else. Why am I in here in a strip cell? Yeah, we know why. With 100 trays, with about 25 trays stacked up on me, old trays stacked up with maggots and stuff crawling out of them. Yeah, literally. And 1,000 cockroaches in there. Yeah, they did that to me. But anyway, when I first was leaving, that ain't where really the focus is. But when I first was leaving, like when they first got ready to ship me from that prison, see, God had helped me and He elevated me. What they do, they called me to the gym. And then they got them down there playing basketball. And then, see, they used to try to attack me with the basketball game so much when I was in jail. See, I know what they're doing. It sounds crazy, but that's what it is. But that ain't what I got on here to talk about. Thank God, thank God, thank God. I talked enough. Maybe somebody listen to this. Everything, ain't, just, you know, I don't know. You better just be aware, and take heed to some of the stuff that I said because I'm telling you the truth. And, don't think it's a game. It's not a game. Thank you, Father God, in the mighty name of King Jesus.